What's power with the people? You already know me, it's MSD, and oh my goodness, where have I been? Where have I been? I don't even know where I've been, man. I've been busy. I don't really want to talk about it too much, but what I do want to talk about is this new series I'm starting, my top 6 series. And the reason I'm doing this topic, my top 6 Poketubers this time around, is because I know who I am. You guys might be new to what I do here, and I figure a good way for you to know whether or not you're probably going to enjoy my content is if I can give examples through others. Obviously I'm a small channel, and there's channels much larger than I. So here are my top 6 Poketubers, and this is going to be more of a unscripted kind of rehearsal thing. I do have other top 6s in progress. The thing is, I have such bad luck with this. Every time I try to make one, basically my computer crashed or I lost a bunch of data. Long story short, this one I'm going to try out now, and the next one I'm going to try and make it more of a script, and you guys can let me know what you think at that point. But to start off this list, I'm going to go ahead and save my number 6 spot, and actually this is going to be a 2-way tie for this number 6 spot. It's going to be between TheKingNappy and ShadyPenguinn. Now, the reason I grouped these two together is because they actually do quite a bit of work together, and they're super entertaining as a duo. Individually, don't get me wrong, they're still really good. They're still some of the higher Poketubers out there. The reason I put them together, like I said, they work really well together. And when I really started watching them is when they started doing the soul links between Generation 1 through however many they've actually made. Actually kind of lost touch because I've been working too much. That's actually quite a bit of a theme with my life. But it actually inspired me enough to do soul links with some of my buddies and some of my old friends. Honestly, that's powerful. I think that's powerful as hell, man. So, many other reasons, but I feel like that was the big turning point as to why I actually felt like they inspired me. And I do kind of grab some of like their, how do you say, catchphrases, like, it's a crit! Like, it's crazy. I love it. The only thing I don't really like too much, and I feel like they do this quite a bit, is they can get pretty loud. I know I can for sure, but they do tend to scream quite a bit, and I can't be on that level for too long, man. It kills me. It really does. But anyways, moving on to number 5, I'm actually gonna go ahead and give it to Mewmore. Mewmore is a really cool channel. Basically, I didn't want to make this just a bunch of like Let's Plays channels, 6 to 1. There's a little bit of variety here. So, TheKingNappy and ShadyPenguinn, you had your Let's Plays and that kind of content. With Mewmore, it's actually a music-based channel. Another music-based channel that you might be more familiar with would be Glitch City. The reason that I chose Mewmore is because I tend to like the beats a little bit more. And that's not to say that Glitch City makes bad content. It's just me personally, I think Mewmore makes better content. And you know what? If you think that there's some really fire Glitch City songs, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll check them out later. But me personally, I gotta stick with Mewmore, man. I think the beats are just a bit more organic and they're not as repetitive. Maybe because they're also a little bit shorter. And it's not just Pokemon, but he does a lot of other songs from different types of games. So I think that's actually pretty cool. As someone that pretty much lives and breathes music, trust me, man, I think it's great. I actually wish I could do something like that, but time is limited and this is what I choose to do. Coming in at number 3, I lied, this is number 4. This is number 4, people. Number 4, I'm going to give it to TheJWittz. TheJWittz is probably, I want to say that out of this entire list, I've been watching his content for the longest. He started off as a, I believe he started off as a rap channel actually. His rap name was Prophet. And from there, I actually remember a lot of his older videos were about the Pokemon TCG. And he slowly ended up getting away from that and ended up going more into the Pokemon video games. Which, hey, as the channel grows, the content's gonna change a little bit. I get that, and it's not always a bad thing. This is an example done very well. It actually went so well for him that he went beyond the Pokemon and went into Nintendo as a whole. He's actually done a few collaborations with Nintendo, specifically with Pokemon. I know for facts he'll commentate on some of the Pokemon battles for tournaments and stuff like that. And I think, and you know, maybe this is just a bit more on the personal side, but hey, it's my list, so I'm gonna get as personal as I want. He's got it made, man. You know what? He doesn't have any kids, but he has a adoring wife. He has a few dogs. He was working for Twitch for a while. I don't know what he's doing now as far as his personal life, but I think he's done a lot of great stuff. And honestly, I aspire to be like that. You know, that's crazy. And as someone that, like I said, I aspire to be like that. Forward, always. That's just how I am. But going on forward, number 3, we're actually going to give this one to another collaboration. Gonna give it between 2 people. It's gonna be my good friends, AndroGaming and MissEspeon. I should have also mentioned a disclaimer that I do support all of these channels. I support your channel, man, even if you're not on this list, man. But specifically, especially with these 2, they're people that I have worked directly with or have supported financially. I think from this point onward, I can say that. So, let's start off with AndroGaming. AndroGaming, he's my homie. I've known him since, oh my gosh, I've known him since, yeah, give me a second. that's 6 years right there. No, that's 7 years. 7 years before, wow, where are we at? I've known him for like half my life, actually. Holy crap. I've known him since 6th grade. I'm 23 on the 30th, man. I've known him for that long, and it's funny, We go way back, and, you know, a small... Andy, hold up. This is what I think led to us being friends, is ethnicity, alright? He came here on not the most fluent of English-speaking speakers, and myself, you know, I'm a person of color. I am a Hispanic, despite the Asianness that I tend to give off. But people tell me that. And he sat down next to me one day during class, completely random. And actually, I'll give you an example. I would have my trumpet case next to my desk. But I kid you not, this is how it happened. I have it next to my desk, and he would sit. No, actually, it was. I remember this fondly. Trumpet next to my desk. He was on my right, and he would ask, "What is that?" Referring to the case, and I'd be like, "Oh, you know, this is my trumpet." You know, because I was actually a huge band nerd. You know, so if you can, if that explains the Mewmore thing a little bit more. Yeah, and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's my trumpet." And he's like, "Toilet?" Like, he was trying to pronounce it, man. And he just couldn't. And, you know, we've been pretty much really good friends since. And that's powerful. That's powerful. Now, I have done collaborations with him. Like I said, ShadyPenguinn and TheKingNappy inspired me to do Soul Links. And we actually had one that was ongoing. And I think it went south because we both really ran out of time. He's in school, I'm at work, 25-8. And, man, this dumbass, he doesn't even upload no more. It's been like half a year, man. Get on your game. He does some really good Let's Plays. I think the last one that he did was through a randomized crystal Let's Play. So definitely check out his channel. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch gears. I'm going to talk about MissEspeon a little bit. We got some history. MissEspeon is definitely a really cool person. And if Andro is the YouTube guy, she is, or MissEspeon, she's definitely the Twitch person. So like I said, I wanted to get some variety in there, and MissEspeon is definitely one of my favorite streamers. She's always super welcoming. Even if you are brand new to her channel, she will personally say hi to you. I think stuff like that's powerful, you know? And she goes through the motions. I kind of take it a little bit further, but she'll go through the motions of like, hey, I'm streaming, hey, I'm not streaming. And we do kind of have this, like, pretty cool bond, I think. Not to get, like, super in-depth with it, but yeah, she's definitely someone that you can sit back, watch her shiny hunt, and it's not boring. And that's coming from someone that hates shiny hunting streams, man. I think they're boring as hell. There's like, you can talk to your audience, yeah, but like, when you go to a stream, you want to be entertained. That's what you want, you know? You don't go to a stream and just kind of watch it. Maybe you do if it's like background noise. You know, I'll admit there's some times where I'll go on stream and just leave it on, not even chat, just completely lurk, have it playing in the background while I'm like cleaning the kitchen. But with MissEspeon, it's someone that you definitely feel engaged during their entire stream. So definitely go check her out as well. By the way, I'm going to link all of the channels in the description if you guys do want to check it out. Just, you know, support. That's what this is all about, right? Support, getting to know me, what I like to watch, and hopefully you guys can align with me. Anyways, going on to my number 2 spot. I've always been a fan of competitive Pokemon, pretty much since Heart Gold and Soul Silver, actually. Back in 2011, I believe. Wow, I am old as fuck. And one of the channels that I personally really appreciate is FalseSwipeGaming. Now, FalseSwipeGaming, they have a, I'm pretty sure it's a team now. I think before it was one guy, but now there's a team. They have these series of how good was blank actually. So, for example, what's Caesar? Caesar's a good Pokemon, right? So Caesar's been around since 2nd gen, and he'll go through and break down the analysis depending on what or how viable the Pokemon was at any given point. He will go through and say, hey, back in this generation, this is what he did, and go through pretty much every generation where that Pokemon was a staple. If not, he'll go ahead and make a nice twist to it. And I've actually learned some things that, like, well, obviously I'm learning things I didn't know, you know? And his channel's pretty powerful in that aspect. Not just that, but I think he was also going to breach out into Smash Brothers content. I think there was a week where, like, he uploaded like 4 or 5 videos within the span of 2 days. And basically it was like 4 how good was actually videos. And by the way, these videos are pretty lengthy, but they're full of detail, man, and it's good detail. And then like one of them was like, oh, how good is Jigglypuff in the meta for Melee or something like that, or maybe it's an evolution. I saw it a long time ago and I don't really remember it too much because I do focus more on his Pokemon stuff. Obviously, you know, Pokemon's kind of like my bread and butter. I actually take my DS to work, and I'm sitting there on my lunch break, playing my DS, on my phone, going through Smogon, you know, Cerebi, trying to figure out what Pokemon do what. I actually carry around a notepad with me whenever I go to work. That's full of Pokemon strategies and theories. Problem is, again, my time is so limited when I work 12-hour night shifts, man. I like it a lot, but it's killer, man. And then, going on to my number 1. By the way, I look this way because my computer screen's over there, and like I said, this is unscripted. But going on to number 1. You can't kill me! It's Shofu, man! Shofu has definitely been probably one of my favorite YouTubers all time. And I mean, like, of all time. Oh, hey, babe.
Hi.
Hi. You look nice. For me? Oh. Anyways, Shofu has definitely been one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. He does a lot of content. Again, he mainly focuses on Pokemon. Whether it's fan games or it's actual games, or he actually does really amazing work. He puts a lot of effort into the videos. He'll make videos go into 1080p, like Super HD DS games. And there's a way to do it. You have to go through Citra emulators. Personally, I can't bother with that because, again, my time is limited. But the fact that he can and he does, like here's your average Poketuber, and then he's up here, man. Not just that, but he's fire, man. He's got countless Pokemon rap songs, and at first they seem really cheesy, but they are really good, man. They're really good. I can't stress that enough. I love his Pokemon content. And I don't know. I get really comfortable when I watch his videos. I feel like I'm laughing pretty much the whole time. Or not even laughing, but I'm entertained. Because not only is he comical, but he knows his stuff and he shares his stuff too. So, yeah, he's gotta be my #1, man. And something that I want to be personally doing on this channel is weekly giveaways. I dropped the ball with the last one. Peekaboo Gaming, you should have the game, the Ultra Sun and Moon dual pack. And then pretty much from here on out, not gonna be with this video, but definitely with the next one. I'll have more information on how to get into these giveaways. So until then, you guys have a good one.